What's up, folks? Welcome to the channel. I'm Dom. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm not quite cracking up, but I'm close to it just because of the title of this song and who requested it. Matt Galardo made a gift to the channel. So Matt, thank you for this. And Matt is really good at linguistic stuff, stories, and just, he's kind of like on my wavelength in a way where he's like, oh, let's see what Don can do with this one. And I appreciate that. I do. I love a good challenge. I don't know. You're just a good dude, Matt. But Chicamacomico. I'm not quite sure if you would say it that way. I don't even know if that's a real word in Espanol. It sounds like a Spanish word, but American Aquarium. And I've done a few of their songs, and I've liked them. So let's see what Chicamacomico is all about. Is this just like funny little girl or something like that? Is that what that means? I don't know.
Pack up your bags, babe. We're going for a ride.
Alright.
No, I can't tell you where that would ruin the surprise. Yeah, this winter just won't end. Lord knows what we've been through. It's been the kind of year that damn near broke us clean in two.
This song is so clean. Every instrument, his voice, everything is precise.
So let's head down to the shoreline and wash off all this blame. Swim out past the breakers just to curse the maker's name. And try to find that piece of us we lost all those years ago. Out on the sinking sands of Chicamacomico.
Wow. Some lyricists.
And I swear I'm gonna lose my mind if I have to hear about God's plan one more goddamn time. I'm just staring at the sky, begging for an excuse. Yeah, I never knew hard until I took apart that room that never got used. So let's head down to the shoreline and wash off all this blame. Swim out past the breakers just to curse the maker's name. And try to find that piece of us we lost all those years ago. Out on the sinking sands of Chicamacomico.
This is so honest. I don't know who produced this.
And I'll never pretend to know what you're going through. She ain't the only one who lost some that day. Honey, I lost him too. So let's head down to the shoreline and wash off all this blame. Swim out past the breakers just to curse the maker's name. And try to find that piece of us we lost all those years ago. Out on the sinking sands of Chicamacomico.
He's singing this really well. I don't know who produced this, but he or she knocked this thing out of the park. Just even bringing in that harmonica subtly for some, like, just different notes. But this song is honest. Like, one of the things I really liked about having studied philosophy, you don't learn what to think when you study that. In college, you learn how to think. And one of the things you do when you study other arguments, some of the big philosophers and lesser known ones, for example, you study their arguments and you put yourself in their basic premises of life. You look at it through their eyes, through their frame of reference, as Einstein might put it. And so you can validate, not agree with, but you can sort of validate or understand where they're coming from at least. And in a song like this, whether you agree or not with his perspective about going out to curse the maker's name, most people, some folks would be like so offended, like they have to defend God or want to defend God because God is all love and good and all that, which you read in the Bible. But sometimes people get the crap kicked out of them so freaking hard that these thoughts come out like, I'm just sick of hearing about God's plan. Because when you're in pain all the time, you legitimately say to yourself, what part of the plan was that? And these are good questions. I mean, this is part of the challenge of being human and thinking things through. I don't think lions and anteaters have these problems that we do with contemplation and figuring out our place in the universe and all this. But one thing that didn't happen in the song, I don't know if this was just like a blanket invitation to her to go do that, or if she was already with him and they were actually going to the shore to do it, because she didn't show up in this song. There were no female backing vocalists as an allusion to the fact that maybe she was with him, and there was no indication lyrically that she was with him going down there to go past the breakers, curse the maker's name. How did he word it? He goes, I'm so sick and tired of hearing about God's plan, and then he was like some goddamn whatever, but obviously the anger. But I know people, a lot of people who have been in this space or are in this space where you're taught, like in Christian theology, and I'm not so sure in Judaism, I don't think it's as prevalent, but that God is in control. And I've never ascribed to that one because I make my choices. I live or die. Good things happen when I make good choices and I'm kind to people, for example. Bad things happen when I'm a jackass. My fault. Personal responsibility. But if God's in control of everything and my kid dies or what have you, you're rightly going to be mad. If somebody punches you a human being punches you in the face, you're mad, and you may stay mad, and it's just hard. So I like the honesty in this. I don't mind people being angry at their conception of God and how things their thinking should play out. But in Christian theology, if God's in control, why is this happening? I get his frame. I get his position. Maybe he even believed it for quite a long time, but at some point there's a cognitive dissonance, and you've got to account for a belief that isn't lining up with reality, or your version of reality, or your sense of it. And that disconnect has to be accounted for. And sometimes you jettison the belief rather than what you're seeing in front of you and feeling and experiencing. Other times you have more latitude to accommodate the belief, but our thresholds of proof are different. And at some point, even the most patient person, when they keep getting the crap kicked out of them, might be like, hey, if this is God's plan, I don't like the plan. God, can you hook me up here and lighten up on me? So, and he's crushed over a lost love. Maybe she's crushed over the lost love. I love that line about let's go down to the shore and wash the blame off of us. What a freaking line. That tipped me off that this wasn't going to be an average lyrical piece. So, oh, Matt, you know what I'm thinking right now, my brother. Yeah, you did it again. This song is a 9.5. There it is. This might even be higher than that. I may have to give this another listen in my private time, but good Lord, that's the number that popped into my head, so I'm going with it. Open-ended, and sent me, as usual, a Matt Galardo special. So, Matt, thank you for the gift, my friend, and I've got a couple more of yours to do this in the next couple of days, so thank you. Have a great day, folks. Thank or blame Matt for that, and I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.